Yodels,
Alright,
Papas,
guys.
Doodles, Dinos, okay.
Nice words at school, Vincent. So this morning, guys, we're going to finish up our talk about sound waves. And after reading this chapter, we're all going to answer questions. And that part of it. That's okay. You can throw it away if you'd like. But we're going to answer questions based on what we read. So we're talking about testing lights and sounds today. So what have we done so far? What has Mrs. Thomas' class been doing in our story?
Talking about lights and sound.
Yes, lights and sound in plays, right? In school musicals. They're pretty important, aren't they? And today, we're going to read the final chapter of this story. So, we'll get started. The next day, the students practice for the play. Kara is practicing her lines. What does that mean? Practicing lines, David. What does that mean? Does that mean she has something to say in the play?
Yeah.
Yes, she's an actor, right? Yeah. Just like some of our heroes on television. Gavin and Dale are testing the lights and sound. So Gavin and Dale are both behind the scenes, right? They're working backstage to make sure that the lights and the sounds of the play match what we need it to. Dale sits in the audience and watches the play. She cannot hear Kara very well as she says her lines. The audience won't be able to hear Kara either. So that's a problem that we need to fix. So, Mrs. Thomas asks the students what they think should be done. And Kara should turn up the volume on her microphone, says Gavin.
Was going to the bathroom.
Okay, come back to class, okay? No?
Hey, go alone, okay?
So Gavin's idea, do you guys think that would work? If Kara turns up the microphone on her mic, or turns up the volume on her microphone, will that work, Vincent?
Yeah.
Turn the volume up, that'll help you hear? Yes. So the microphone will change the sound waves. The sound waves will have more energy and be louder. They turn up the volume. Kara says her lines, and now Dale can hear her. So that solved one problem, right? Then Gavin sits in the audience. It's Gavin's turn to test everything. He can hear Dale's footsteps when she is moving cross. He can hear her moving on and off the stage. This does not sound good. When you're watching a play on the stage, you don't want to hear the people backstage, do you? It makes it hard to hear some of the singing. The audience does not need to hear Dale moving props. Mrs. Thomas asks the students what they should do. So we've got another problem, right? What do you think we should do, David? If we're hearing people behind the stage during the play, what's one idea that we can use to fix that?
Walk softly.
Walk softer. That's a good idea. So Dale says that she can walk softer. This way, she will not make a loud noise. It will give the sound waves less energy. Now, the sound waves will be shorter, And this will make the sound quieter, and that's what we want it to be. Dale tries to walk softer, and now Gavin cannot hear her walking. Next, Kara sits in the audience. She sees a big, bright, shining light. Well, that's a problem, isn't it? We want the audience to see what we want them to see on stage. We don't want them to be blinded by light. The light is bouncing off of something. It is shining too much light into the audience. She cannot see the actors on stage. So the audience will have trouble seeing the actors as well. So, Mrs. Thomas asks the students what they should do. Gavin sees a mirror on one of the background pieces. That's an important find, isn't it? I think we need to move the mirror, says Gavin. It must be bouncing light waves into the audience. Mrs. Thomas says they cannot move the mirror because they need it for the play. So, what if we take away some of the light, asks Dale. The thin curtain was translucent. It blocked some of the light. We could put something over the light, and it could block some of the light that we see. And just like we talked about yesterday, we do that in this room right here, don't we? All we have to do is put something translucent over the light bulbs, and they don't shine as bright. Is everybody? Good. Now Gavin puts a lens cover over the stage light, and Kara sees that she sees the actors now. So if Kara can see it, then the audience can too. Finally, the students are ready for the play. Mrs. Thomas is proud of us. Everyone has worked hard. Alone. I know. You want him to leave you alone, right? So you gotta leave him alone too. The students used what they learned about light waves and sound waves. Now the lights and sound are perfect for the play. Lights, sound, action. I still want a better ending story, but I like that. All right, guys. So what we're gonna do now, we have finished reading about what they had to do to start the play. So, we're going to break up. We're going to go ahead and answer the questions. And for this chapter, we got to answer questions.
And I'll go outside.
We're going to work inside to answer questions. Okay? If you already know the answers, that's even better. You're okay. You're okay, but you can do it. Alright. I'll go ahead and write answers for you two, okay? Do you mind working with Daisy? Alright, first question, guys. What is this chapter about, Vincent? Is this about lights and sound, plants and animals, or soils and liquids? Soils and liquids? Is that what we're talking about? That's right, that's right. What do you think, David? Are we talking about plants and animals here? No, what are we talking about? Lights and sound. What answer did you come up with, Andy? Okay, you want to do that for your goalwork? Okay, well then you still got to help me out, okay? Well, you're going to help me with these questions. What does Kara do to the volume? Do you guys remember? When she couldn't hear the actors? What did she do, David?
Turn up the volume.
Turn it up. If I can't hear, do I turn the volume up or down? If I need to hear, do I turn the volume up or do I turn the volume down?
It's important to know
Right.
It was said that they'll
What does Kara see? Anakin thinks Kara sees an instrument, is that right? Or does she see a bright light?
It's a break.
What do you think? Did Kara see a light or did she see a curtain? Remember, something was bouncing off the mirror. Was it a light bouncing off the mirror or was it a curtain bouncing off the mirror? It wasn't a curtain. A curtain is what they used to fix it, but it was a light that was bouncing off of the mirror. Two more, guys, and then we're done. What is the light bouncing off of? The light that Kara saw. Is it a pillow, a curtain, or a mirror? Mirror. Vincent. When Kara was in the audience and she was watching them rehearse the play, that really bright light, what was it bouncing off of?
A mirror.
Do you remember? I'll get you another straw in just a minute. What's the answer to this question? Was the light bouncing off of a mirror or was the light bouncing off of a cow? Which one? How does the light bounce off a cow? Mirror. That's right. The light was bouncing off of a mirror. I know you did. You did great. Now, what is important to learn about this chapter? We've got three options here, Vincent. What's important? It was good that Dale couldn't see Kara. The class uses what they know about light and sound. Mirrors shouldn't be used in plays. You want a point? If you want a point, good job. What do you think? Is it good that Dale couldn't hear Kara? Or was it the class using what they know about light and sound? Or was it mirrors should never be used in plays? That's right. Good job, guys. All right. Here in just a few minutes, I'll read that to Mr. Cash, and then you answer your 5 questions for your goal work. Right? Good man.
Well, it's a state here. So I get to check my.
Yep, you got a check mark for reading. That's right. Good job.
Good job, Max. Good job. You're really good today.
All right, Quincy. Sorry, Shelby, I didn't mean to move that desk. Well, let's be honest here. Look at the size of me. You're lucky you guys didn't fly up against the wall or something. All right, kiddo. You ready? Good. So, Quincy, the chapter we just read, what is this chapter about? Lights and sound or plants and animals?
What is important to know about each chapter?
This is about lights and sound. Remember? Lights and sound. What does Kara do to the volume? If you can't hear, do you turn it up or turn it down?
You got it right.
Here. Yes. You turn it up. Hear more. Right? So what does Kara see? Does she see a curtain or a bright light? Which one, a curtain or a bright light? That's right, that's right. The bright light was blinding her, wasn't it? What is the light bouncing off of? A pillow or a mirror? Yes. See, I knew you were listening good. What is important to know about this chapter?
I noticed, and I think it's because.
Good that Dale could
Yeah,
hear
it's
Kara.
this A, the same thing.
The
goes
class
with
uses
G.
what they know about light and
He's
sound.
still getting
Yeah,
it right
good job.
because of this.
We'll
He
see.
has the time to catch up.
My
with
hero.
it. He
Awesome
knows
work.
This, then this, then this, so he gets this one right, and he's been confused about it before.
What if you thought we go back through and jumble up the letters and change?
But yeah, we just use a different font. And we'll give us the normal. But that's wrong. I've always said that as a kid, that it doesn't make sense. So,
Look at that, buddy. It's amazing. Good work.
yeah, because a different font would be better.
All right, I'm gonna get up now, okay?
He doesn't know the letters. He knows
Good work.
them as shapes.
Good job, buddy. I'm ready.
See if I can. Here,
Oh, let me keep this top one.
right now.
You can have those. I'll just keep this one, okay? How good you?
That's what it is.
4 out of 5.
Nice. How's your math student? Really? Wow, good job, guys. All right, guys, that is the last chapter of light waves and sound waves. Does anybody have any questions? We went through a lot this month. Everything from the lights and the colors that we see to the sounds that we hear and feel, the vibrations in the air. Does anybody have any questions?
No.
No? Well, guys, everybody got at least 4 out of 5 right. This is awesome. You guys did great. All right, we'll take a little bit of a break and then we'll move to the DLM assessments and we'll do some goal work before lunch, okay? And I will not forget calendar today, I promise. All right, guys. Good work.
Mr. Pat?
Yes?
Yes, he would like to read with you. Is that okay?
Yeah.
I'll make you a deal, Anthony. If you read that, if you read the entire chapter to Kat, and you answer all 5 questions, that will be all of your goal work today. But you have to read the entire chapter. Okay? Good man. All right, guys. We'll take a few minutes break and then we'll start doing DLMs, okay?